this final group, because here they are at the second hole. And they are all 1 under for the day.
Just continuing on that stellar play, all 3 birdieing the first hole. 3 wood there for Jeeno at 2. That's perfect. Good pin here today at 2. 35 on 4 from the left, bringing that water into play.
And easy for Jeeno Thitikul as well. 3 birdies from our final LPGA Tour. And 6 times on the ladies European Tour. So is this player as well, Jeeno.
Jeeno Thitikul coming in here with 6 iron. She's been standing here chomping at the bit, ready to get going, but plays that very wide, long way from that far left pin.
It's going to be a very, very tricky putt, up and over a ridge, down. Hit all 14 fairways yesterday, Jeeno.
Yeah, exceptional play. We have Sandy McKenzie out on the golf course with this group. So
Jeeno Thitikul is putting from way over this right-hand side. A couple of things to contend with. There's a ridge that goes through the middle of this green. She's got to come up and over. Then there is the bowl that drops down to where the flag is. She's just got to play this well right, get it to slow down at the top of that bowl, and it will trickle all the way. Tough putt. Outstanding read.
It certainly was. 77 putts through 3 rounds, averaging just under 26 per round, second best in the field. Pretty much every facet of her game is a strength.
way.
Back
to back, stoic.
Back to
back, go. Nicely done by Jeeno. So pars for our final trio on the second hole. 17 under.
All landing area, that's for sure, but it's definitely an eagle opportunity.
Interestingly, Jeeno not going with driver.
Yeah, that overhead graphic was actually from the 4T yesterday. It's about 230 to 240 to carry those bunkers, Sandy.
Yeah, you've got to stay away from those left-hand bunkers. Try and keep this down the right. That's missed them, that's great.
Just got to keep
She's certainly capable of doing that.
Jeeno's got 220 to the pin. Pin's only on 8, so just 212 to get to the front. A little bit of breeze in her face. Ball is sitting below her feet. That's going to encourage that left to right shot.
Made an eagle here yesterday, Jeeno.
Oh, low ball flight. Hanging a little bit right.
Oh, that's a tremendous shot.
How about that from Jeeno Thitikul?
Well, that's the reason she hit 3 wood off the tee, because that's all she needs.
Yeah.
Fantastic. She's powerful, isn't she?
Oh.
That 3 wood got out there a long way too.
Absolutely.
She liked that.
Jeeno up out of a little bowl. She might be a little bit left to right in it. She's got to get the pace though.
Oh, she has. Oh, it's a good-looking putt from the Thai player. There's going to be a tap-in birdie.
I think this start for this trio really epitomises how they're all feeling. They're all very comfortable in this position. There's going to be no letting up. All under par through 3 holes. I think that's indicative of what we'll see for the next few hours.
It's interesting, though, because Hei-Ran Yu has had the 54-hole lead 3 times this season, but has not gone on to win. She has not been a strong finisher. That was at the Shells of this week. Much longer hole today, 45 yards longer.
Jeeno's very strong with these short irons. That's 9 iron, just leaking a little right.
Swashbuckling, I think you can certainly describe her game. Yeah, a bit all or nothing. Now, I like the spring in her step, Jeeno Thitikul. She's walking with that little bit of bounce, a bit kind of Rory McIlroy-esque.
She's a cool customer, isn't she? Do you know what's so great about her? She looks like she enjoys every single minute of being who she is. It's fantastic.
I'm always impressed with players like Jeeno or Ronnie Yin, and they're so laid back and so approachable when there's so much hype going on around them. When I interviewed both those players yesterday, there was people screaming from all directions for them, yet they're just able to remain in their lane and so calm with tunnel vision. It's fantastic.
I reckon I could do that if I had their life. What do you reckon, Sandy?
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I think she's quite... I couldn't either. I think she's quite a character, and Jeeno's always first off the tee. She's first up the fairway. She's just getting on with it. She's on a mission today. And this putt is makeable. There should be a little left to right coming off that ridge, especially as it gets close to the hole.
Yeah, there's a real enthusiasm for the game displayed, isn't there? Love to see it.
She's only 21, to be fair. If she's not enthusiastic now.
Wait till she's played another 30 years.
To get to 19 under.
Just duck left at the hole.
Gosh, she looks good though. She just doesn't even look like she's folded it, enjoying every moment.
On.
Jeeno Thitikul raring to get on with this at the fifth, downhill, downwind, 259 to catch the bunker on the left, 281 to reach the one on the right. Any chance of reaching this, you need to find the fairway. Tail breeze. Perfect.
Plenty of lively fans following Jeeno.
Very vocal out here, Kate.
Right, back down the fairway, and for Jeeno, she is certainly in the go zone.
Well, she certainly is, Kate. She's got 190, 187, I should say, to the front. Now, she's hitting a 4-iron. Now, that usually carries 190. She doesn't want to go with a hybrid here because I think it'll come in here too hot. She has a bit of an assisting tail breeze. So if this lands, it should run.
It does play 5 yards downhill. Should be looking to land this somewhere around the middle of the green.
Good looking shot.
Oh, what a tremendous shot.
4-iron into the heart of the par 5, setting up another eagle putt.
What a pure ball flight too. Landed that exactly where she thought. She's a great character.
For eagle. She's had a look at the pace of this putt going up the hill. She stepped it out. Might have a little bit more left to right at the start of this, coming off the side of the bunker. Not a lot, but again, the pace is going to be the all-important uphill all the way with a ridge in the middle.
Sandy was right. It snapped to the right very early on. Very well played hole, though.
What Jeeno's doing so well, though, is creating those opportunities. Already has had 2 eagle opportunities in the round so far. Her distance, a massive weapon.
And I think the thing I'm liking too, Kate, her putting.
Birdie putt to come, and this for the outright lead. No problems. An exquisite 4-iron into the heart of this par 5. 2 putts. It's another birdie for Jeeno Thitikul, and she reaches 19 under par.
Well, they're making it extremely difficult for anyone in the chasing pack to come after them.
19 under par. Here she is, Jeeno Thitikul. What a player. She won her first event on the LPGA with a closing 64, and that was in a playoff. She won her second event also in a playoff. So,
where are we going with this?
the third event she won with her teammate, Ronnie Yin. We had a playoff last year, which she was a part of. Could it be that close as we hit the back nine? Plenty of holes to play, plenty of golf left out there. Yeah, but certainly 6, 8 and 9. Not without their challenges.
Jeeno Thitikul into the wind, up the hill, straight down the middle.
Oh, that has found the sand. And
Well,
it looks
that-
like it's fairly close to the lip there. That'll be an interesting scenario coming up for Jeeno. Grass, she's going to be 100 yards out.
Oh, that's playing 407 yards. She's just hit a 350-yard old drive. That is a good break. Obviously can't play that shot. We'll come back to that in a second.
That was desperately unlucky for Jeeno Thitikul. And Trish, you look at the bet.
Yeah, Jeeno's got a decent shot in here, and the ball's substantially below her feet, so she wants to start this little left of the flag because it'll move left to right. Keep this lowish if she can. 130 to the pin. Beautiful.
What a great shot.
And what a great response as well. In trouble off the tee. And still a very good chance of walking away with a par. These insights by KPMG. Now, this is how close Jeeno is to the hole from 100 to 125 yards. For most of the season, she's been 20 feet away. The difference this week, and certainly yesterday, is that she is half. Ah, it's a great day. You're in your early 20s, you're in the prime of your career, you're on the best tour in the world.
It's just a Sunday stroll, isn't it?
And you're both in the final group with a chance to win again.
Yeah, lives don't come much better than that.
Well, this to remain in a share of the lead for Jeeno, right to left. Unlucky with the tee shot, out of position.
And the lead has swapped. Jeeno relinquishing that lead, handing it over to her good friend. The first bogey on the scorecard in this 3-ball.
Pretty prolific winner, 3 wins this year, but she kind of doesn't get the, I don't think, the kudos she deserves.
And I think it's because she is so laid back. I think she's just such an unassuming character. She doesn't do too much social media stuff. She doesn't, you know, really...
For Jeeno, and that is spot on pitching wedge. Breeze is going to have an effect, but it's not strong enough where you're going to have to worry about it too much. Just a little bit of assistance.
It's a good-looking swing. A solid shot from Jeeno, but that rolled on a fraction. Well, Jeeno, it's quite interesting when you look inside of her bag because she has different coloured grips for each club.
But she must have some similar colours, otherwise she's got 40.
To keep them cool.
Guarantee that's not her only fan either.
Oh, he's been here all week.
He certainly has.
Much to your dismay. Well, Sandy, we've had the opportunity to watch a few players hit similar putts here, and it does feed a little bit to the right off the shoulder there, but all the balls are ducking left at the hole, and they've missed to the left.
And if you stood at the back of the screen behind Jeeno's ball, you can't see that. It's this is a very difficult putt to read. Coming down the slope. I'm just loving the aggression which they're playing with. It's just put the foot down and go. It has been very exciting golf to this point, and I can only imagine that's going to continue now. Jeeno, this does look like it's going to slide a little bit left to right at the start. She's aiming well left.
It's going left now. Oh, it didn't.
Well, the crowd certainly were willing for that to drop. It's going to be a par for Jeeno. So she'll remain at 18 under. So much talent in her little hand.
Well, how quickly things change. Jeeno walked to the 6th tee with a one-shot lead. She walks to the 8th tee, 2 strokes behind.
Yeah. Yeah, Ronnie Yin playing with such confidence, riding high after that victory.
Now, I imagine this is a step down for Jeeno. Usually a 7-iron goes 160. She needs 162, but she really doesn't want to get this long. Looks like she's still got the 7. She's got to take some off it. Nearly tried to cut underneath that. It's coming straight back to the flag.
That is a super shot from Jeeno.
The best of the 3 and a good chance for Jeeno, trailing by 2 very quickly after bogey on 6, but a wonderful chance to walk away with a birdie at the 8th. Well, it's certainly close at the top, and it really is still anyone's game. Ronnie has the advantage by 1, courtesy of four birdies on the card. 4 under today, a one-shot lead, but wow, stay with us, an exciting day at the Maybank Championship. An exquisite.
That shows what a great ball striker she is.
And it does illustrate as well that Jeeno Thitikul is 5th in those same standings for all-round putting. Hei-Ran Yu, 90th, Ronnie in 90th, and this player, Jeeno, 5th on tour.
She's just slightly up the mound. It's going to be downhill. But she is an aggressive putter, so she should give us enough to hold its line. And she needed to be a bit more aggressive on that one.
Well, Jeeno remains 2 back. That was a big chance on 8 for both Jeeno and Hei-Ran. They're chasing down Ronnie Yin, remember, the Chinese player out in front on 20 under par.
All saying, Sandy, the crowd?
Now, Jeeno. Breeze just picking up.
I love you,
It's cross breeze right to left. Sting here, which makes it a bit tricky. It's coming from the right and behind them, but at varying speeds, and it's picked up quite considerably right now.
Sandy, Thitikul's ball shape with her irons, pretty straight. Does she have any preference that you've seen today?
They're pretty straight, and then she's able to play that nice draw when she wants to, but she does have quite a straight ball flight.
Because this is a tricky shot then.
It's a very difficult shot coming right over the bunker. 7-iron's the number. It's right of the flag if it doesn't hit the bank. That'll do it.
It's a tremendous shot, it really is. You've got a right to left ball flight, and you're coming from the middle of the fairway and the pin's on the right-hand side. You're starting it over trouble. But she's just played a tremendous shot there. Really has got the lot. Great demeanour. Looks like she loves being out there.
Hei-Ran.
Big
Exceptional
opportunity.
Shot. In plenty of right to left in that.
Considerable right to left movement on that part for Jeeno. Well, Jeeno has made 3 birdies so far. Putter has been good, and that's a good 2-putt. It's a 4 on the 9th hole. She'll march to the 10th, still with that spring in her stride. But quickly, from sharing the lead at the beginning of the day, she is 2 behind her very good friend, Ronnie Yin. It's all to play for on the back 9.
Into the little left or right.
Number 2 for 2024. Or will Jeeno Thitikul, who is fearless, just 21 years old, can she catch her good friend?
Jeeno Thitikul, last of these 3 players. Breeze into their face and from the left. And this is going fairly well left.
Hopefully sat down on the fairway cut.
Only the 12th is playing. It's a challenge. That's the hardest hole on the golf course today. But all these other holes are there for the taking. And that's where we find Jeeno on 10, second shot to the par 5.
She can go with plenty down here. It's a long way out into the breeze. And it's always going to be a layup on this par 5. .85 for Jeeno, ball well above her feet.
When the pressure was right on Jeeno, trailing by 2 behind her good friend Ronnie in close, and look how Jeeno responds.
This is just fantastic stuff, isn't it? It really is. I mean, she's...
So you put the friendship aside, I want that W.
Yeah, we'll still be friends afterwards.
Well, I don't know, they're pretty much friends now. Ronnie walked up onto the green, Jeeno was still walking up the hill and turned around and gave her the thumbs up. Well, not many do that, but this is Jeeno for birdie. It's a good shot in off an awkward lie.
No problems for Jeeno. She moves to within 1, drawing level now alongside Hey Ran Yu.
Kate, that was a clutch putt, because if that hadn't have dropped, Ronnie's about to tap in for birdie. I think 3 shots, 8 holes to play. The way Ronnie's playing, that's a...
His response is here, because this distance for her is a 48-degree wedge. Pitching wedge goes 130. She just needs 121, but that is a strengthening breeze coming straight into her.
Oh.
Also flying it straight through that breeze. Well, what will Hey Ran Yu conjure up? Gap, trailing by 2. Well, what a career Jeeno has enjoyed. She won the Triple Crown on the Ladies European Tour in 2021 when she won the Order of Merit, the Rookie.
Hill all the way. There's a drop in the middle. This is a 3-step this side of the green, so she's got to drop down that step. It's going to be downhill. Doesn't want this to get away from her. She could not have hit that any softer from where she was.
It's the 4th putt in the last few groups that we've seen from that position. They've all missed it on the right-hand side.
And that will certainly give Ronnie a good read. Hole for the Canadian.
Now Jeeno coming from beyond the flag. Hers is a little straighter putt. She's probably got the straight putt here, and she has been putting these aggressively. There should be no issue to her. This for par as well.
2 good 2-putts there from 2 good friends. But Jeeno is going to have to find some magic on the back 9.
That's been the challenging part. Difficult to hold it anywhere near that flag.
High on the hill for Jeeno. Tail breeze. She's just got to bomb it down the centre 250. Going left centre, and this is huge. It'll be well down.
This would have been a really good hole for the driving distance stats, this one, because they're all getting a
on the back nine.
And this is an incredibly strong breeze, well, wind coming directly behind them. Just wedge 115 for Jeeno. She's coming in more direct over the water from that left-hand side. That's got to go.
Anything you can do.
Game on.
Well, as they walk to the tee, Kate, you said, how is Jeeno going to catch Ronnie? And it's going to be 7 holes of that. She has to do that coming in because Ronnie's not backing down.
Well, these are three crazy good shots. This is for another birdie. Jeeno gets hers. I can't imagine Ronnie's going to miss hers. We started with 3 birdies on the first hole. Could walk off 12 with 3 as well.
Sorry, Sanya's getting excited then. 23rd birdie. Here's Jeeno Thitikul teeing off on 13.
Must find the fairway. Oh, that's tight left and going further left. That's going to be in the rough.
I just wonder, Trish, sometimes on, you know, you've got a few intimidating tee shots out here, 9, 10, 12. You get to a hole like this, sometimes a little bit of a lapse in concentration.
Already been #1, Ronnie Yin.
Yeah. Now Jeeno's changed the blue grip for a pink grip. And she's 133 a yard closer, but this is not easy. This is very thick grass. And you know the ball is not going to stop. It's going to release with this. She's coming straight over the top of the bunker.
Just looking at that lie, it would be very easy to jump from here. It's downwind, 9-9. Got to be careful it doesn't.
Got to go. Nowhere near it.
It looked like it wasn't going to come out. That's it.
It was deep.
Yeah.
On the other hand, Yu has absolutely smashed one up this hill with the tail breeze. Only 110 to the flag. So going in.
Birdies, hole-in-ones and eagles. This is now tough for Jeeno.
She's got some ground to cover here. Big tail breeze behind her. There is plenty of room to work with, though.
Oh, well. And this is all caused by the tee shot for Jeeno. Bit of a lapse in concentration.
Hanging tough. Good to see.
Now, Jeeno, after coming out the bunker, this putt is for par. This is nearly a must-make. Still a couple behind, but all of a sudden you start running out of holes. She really needs this to go in. They'll be left to right in it. It's downhill.
What a putt.
Oh, what a clutch putt, Ewan. That very quickly could have been a 3-shot swing, a 3-shot difference. And she has managed to hold on. That was tenacious, and that was very gritty from Thitikul.
That's a great way to describe it. What a putt.
Oh, what a clutch putt, Ewan. That very quick side.
Jeeno, the next to go. 250 to reach the 2 long bunkers, right and left, and she does that beautifully just in between them. Well, this is amazing. I have no idea where all these people are going to fit when we come through 14. It is jam-packed. The atmosphere is absolutely electric, and these 3 players are just really, all day, put on a serious show. It has been a fabulous day out here. Now, this is one heck of a tricky pin. We've seen it before. Just on this front left, straight over the top of the water. Jeeno is going to be the first to go. Now it's 119 to get it there. Probably only got about 3 or 4 yards of leeway short of that. You want to make sure you're 115 at worst. Plenty of breeze up there too, which they have to take into account. That breeze coming directly across left to right. You know how well these players have had the radar on the flag sticks all day. We're getting down to the very last handful of holes. Jeeno needs to stick this close. She's still got to do some chasing, and you just can't see Ronnie Yin faltering. She's got to do something really quite special. 119 to the flag, left to right cross breeze.
Just the wedge for Jeeno.
Safe.
Same as 11. Yeah, it's going to leave a very, very awkward putt.
Hei Yu will be the second player. Now they've got exactly the same yardage, 119. She is also just going.
Phenomenal golf between the three of them.
This is quick.
This is going to be incredibly quick, and there's going to be a little bit of movement. Should be left to right off the drop down, which is about 2/3 of the way to the pin.
Swing right here. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh, you're joking.
That's one way to stop it. What a time to strike.
Wow, well, I didn't see that coming. Extraordinary putt from Jeeno.
She's been putting beautifully.
The pin.
Swing right here. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh, you're joking.
We've also got an excellent view of this tee shot. BMW Hospitality nestled just behind the tee here at 15.
Playing 174. Jeeno plays this 6-iron, usually 170. Wind is coming slightly into her and from the right.
Not one of her best. Leave an interesting putt.
To be one of the best on this Asian swing.
I played the Maybank Championship when it was DP World Tour event. It was a European Tour event at the time, and it was a fabulous event then, but it's gone up a level since they've sponsored the ladies game, and I think it's been a great decision.
It's a wonderful tournament, a great venue as well. You know, sometimes you can have everything that's perfect, but if the golf course doesn't match everything else, but this golf course, there's something about it. Aesthetically, it's just gorgeous. The players love it. We were saying this morning, Kate, weren't we? Wouldn't love to have a game here. It's not going to happen, but, you know.
We'll leave it to the best in the world, and here they are. 3 players, 21, 22, 23 years old. They're all inside the top 11 on the Rolex rankings, all proven winners on tour.
And they are putting on a serious show today. It has been absolutely just fabulous to watch. Jeeno now has some problems. Just trying to quieten the crowd down. I'm not sure if I'm sort of really at a football match. It's getting very vocal. Crowds are loving it.
Sandy, Jeeno's looking about 10, 15 feet left of the hole here.
Yeah, she's going to have to be long. It's coming up out of that bottom little plateau left, then across the ridge, then it's going to drop back down, and she's got to get the read. Big left to right swing.
See a big grain change once it gets over the ridge. That's not high enough. Good for speed, though.
Well, Jeeno made an unexpected birdie on 14 to find herself only one back of her good friend Ronnie Yin. A little bit of work and
Anything can happen.
Yeah, Ronnie's certainly keeping her foot on the gas. Jeeno had the lead early in the round. That was through 5, but then relinquished that, and Ronnie has put her foot down, 6 under the card. But this is an important putt now for the Thai player.
This one coming back up the hill, just wants to be probably inside that left edge, not really giving it away, because she hits these fairly firm.
Yeah, and she's not scared, is she? I mean, that has gone in at pace. So brave.
Fearless.
Yes.
Her coach, Chris, has always said that about her. Jeeno, she plays for her parents, comes from very modest beginnings. And what a life she's carved out for herself as well.
Yeah, I bet where she lives now is not quite as modest as where she used to live. At least I hope not for her and her family.
Has its risks, but there are rewards.
Into the breeze, coming mostly from the left, 23 yards to land it in. This is a beautiful shot from Jeeno.
Oh, that's an aggressive play too. She's hit it.
Now, Jeeno, a little bit of ball above her feet here. It's only 89, so she's only hitting just a little 3/4 flick, really. The breeze seems to have just died down all of a sudden. She should be able to get this close.
Gone a long way down the grip here.
Oh, settle.
Oh, there's a big miss.
Oh, it's on the rocks, Sandy.
Well, she would have had a heart in her mouth over that shot.
Oh, gosh.
She's not going to enjoy it much, but it's better than being wet.
Well,
that'll be interesting to see. I think that is playable. That's quite a miscue with a little sand wedge in hand. And you mentioned it on the previous hole, Sandy. And Trish, just a bit of adrenaline. Well, she's going to try and play it. I think she has to in this situation.
Yeah, and this ball is virtually sitting on the rocks. She's got very little room to work with. It's all going to depend how it comes off. That was always going to be on a whipping to nothing.
Well,
that was such a bad break.
She was lucky there. If she had bladed that into that tall grass, it could have gone straight back behind her.
I'm surprised you didn't try and hit it harder, though. You've got to know that that's not going to come off. You've got to hit bang and get your club down into it. I would have thought it never looked like that was going to have enough legs.
certainly not a shot she's practiced often.
Possibly not.
Possibly not ever.
2 holes remaining, but have a look at this shot. This was moments ago from Jeeno Thitikul in the penalty area, on the rocks, and all that she could muster.
Yeah, I mean, she only took the club back no more than, or not even sort of hip height, which was just very surprising. Anyway, massive putt coming up here.
It's a must make, Sandy.
Yeah, she has to make this. She's only got a couple of holes to go and she cannot afford to slip a couple behind at this point. So this is for par. A little bit of left to right fall at the end. Oh, she's done it again.
Stop it.
It had 4 written all over it.
I suppose it's about as lightly as Ronnie's 4 yesterday.
What a clutch putt from Jeeno Thitikul.
She held a long one down the hill at 14. She's done it again here at 16. Keeps herself in the game.
That putter fast becoming her best friend on this back nine.
Do you think this friendship might be under a bit of pressure?
22 years old, the world number 4, Jeeno Thitikul. She's fearless, looking to chase down her friend. 2 holes remaining of this Maybank Championship. And the title is very much on the line. Ronnie has a 1-shot advantage. Will it stay that way? It is all to play for. Thrilled to have your company for the closing stages here of our final round. In Malaysia, the 2nd edition of the Maybank Championship. We're on the 17th tee with Jeeno Thitikul.
Not going with the driver, just got to find the fairway, keep it away from the palms right, water left, but that is perfect.
It's the first time I've seen
Conversation and be part of the story. That is certainly what Jeeno Thitikul has done this week. When you look at how well Jeeno has played coming into this week, 4th, 2nd, 7th, 5th and 8th.
just residing in the top 10 permanently. Yeah. Sandy, we just watched Marina Alex walk off this green and she looked up to the sky and started walking with authority. Is it okay out there?
I think so. I think if we put our roller skates on, although we know how quick this can turn, there are some big dark clouds over the back behind 17. So let's hope we get moving here and get this in. Jeeno's got a great shot in here. This is just 115. The issue you have, of course, is it's very front right. It's only 6 paces on, 5 from the right. You have the water going across, but at the same time, these players are still playing just wedges in. Breeze is a bit swirly. It's up and down. Whatever breeze is here, it's into them from the left. So Jeeno from 115.
Boy, she went after that one. Aggressive swing. 2 holes in a row. She's flown it way past the hole with wedge in hand.
It didn't look like it was that big a shot.
Did the same at 14 as well.
We're higher up now.
Hayran is 109.
Such good play it has been from Ronnie over the past few weeks. But now a huge opportunity for Jeeno Thitikul to join the lead.
Coming across the green, this has got to be downhill. It's got to be some right to left. As you can tell, she has a massive fan base out here.
Yeah. Her putting this 9 from long range has been nothing short of superb.
It certainly helped her. It's got her out of trouble a couple of occasions. 3 birdies on the back 9 for Jeeno, but trailing by 1. And will it be one shot when she stands on the 18th tee? Ronnie Yin has a birdie putt to come.
They've now, instead of that having that little bank at the back where they can pitch it all the way, it's a very slow green, this one as well.
Jeeno Thitikul on the tee, and I'm guessing this is going to be a long way down. She's going to give this plenty. She will be trying to get this well within range. Not a breath of breeze at the moment. It's all going down. Started left, going to the right-hand side. Should be good.
She has launched that drive.
3 wood here. Oh, that's high in the air. Gee, if this is long enough, this is good.
Oh, what a shot! Jeeno Thitikul.
Even Ronnie's clapping her.
Wow. Have you seen anything like that? 3 wood, launching it up in the air, tight pin cut over the bunker, Trish.
Well, it's extraordinary.
Little
Honestly,
stump.
absolutely extraordinary. Ronnie's face was what I was watching. You could tell. Outstanding, Sandy. You've had an absolute privilege out there today.
Absolutely.
Just been off the charts.
From the off as well. I think that's the thing, Sandy. They have attacked from from the first hole when they all made birdie, haven't they?
Hasn't stopped all day. All day, aggressive putting, aggressive shots. They've hardly hit a bad shot between them. I mean, it's been really quite something and so enjoyable.
Well, Ronnie Yin's going to be first to putt here. As we've said, she's in the box seat, one shot ahead. It's a long putt, Sandy, but if she puts this up stone dead.
Yeah, she needs to, if she can do that and put it stone dead, long uphill putt, might move a little bit off the back. I also think too, Trish, the fact that she has holed some outstanding putts today to save par a couple of times. Like when she's been under the pump, it just like hasn't affected her. She is so good under pressure. This is going to test her though. Downhill, it's going to slip left to right at the hole. It's all on this putt.
Always low. Still, it's a good effort. Well, Trish, when you go out in the final group and you shoot 66, you've got to be pretty proud of yourself.
Absolutely, yeah. She's got no reason to question anything that she did today. I thought she was sensational. Fantastic to watch, attacked from the off. Made one mistake on the 6th hole, but apart from that...
Players, and there's the besties.
She's not...
Enjoyed watching Ronnie in the last few weeks. Just an exceptional performance, as to Jeeno, Thitikul and Hei Ran Yu. 65, 66, 67 between them, going out in the final group, Trish. Exceptional.